Hello, Trojan Nation. This is Coach Bales, and welcome to one of my favorite places in the world, Tri-Central High School's gymnasium, as we begin this week with our 2020 virtual camp. It's certainly much different being in here with no noise, no children, no one, just me today. So we are going to be going through some things over the next few days that are going to be part of our camp. Some of these things will be review, and some of these things are things that we've picked up over the years. So we hope you'll take the time and from your own home and practice some of these drills and send them to us, and we'll try to post them as best as we can. Certainly, like I said, very different. Not the way we want to do camp. I'd much rather have all of you here, but you know, the times are what they are, and so we're excited to offer this, the virtual camp. So without further ado, we will get started. Today's focus, we're going to be focusing on the next 4 or 5 days a number of aspects of the game. Today's focus is one of my favorite to talk about, and that is shooting. And if you've ever watched a basketball game, if you've ever been in a gym, there's always room for shooters. And we need a lot of them. We want to develop them, and they develop right here at this age. The younger the better. But the big thing is that they develop closer to the basket. You don't see too many just go out to the three-point line and start jacking them up and all of a sudden they're great shooters. No, they actually start closer to the basket. So we're going to talk about a few things. One of which is form, and that is the big component to shooting a basketball. And when we talk about shooting form, we talk about 4 things. We talk about their acronym. It's called BEEF. All right, and everyone uses it. It's not an uncommon thing, but for us, BEEF stands for 4 things. B-E-E-F. Okay, balance, eyes, elbow, follow through. Okay, those are the 4 letters. Okay, the first which, balance. When I step, okay, and I'll try to adjust the camera here a little bit for you so you can see my feet. All right, and I'll scoot back a little bit. I may not do a very good job, so it may take a few here. Apologize for that. I'll try to get my feet and maybe all the way back against the wall. But when I get my feet set, my right foot, I'm right-handed. All right, if you're left-handed, it's going to be just the opposite. But my right foot is just in front of my left. Not much. It's not this where I'm really spaced out. Okay? It's not this where I'm really close. Just a little bit in front. That's to help my balance. My feet are shoulder width apart. Okay? So as I shoot the basketball, all right, I need to have good balance, all right? Because in basketball, when we're playing a game, people guard us, okay? And guarding us is not something that we want to have happen, but when people are guarding us, we need to know, all right, how we can keep from getting bumped off of our shot, okay? No matter what they say, it is a little bit of a contact sport. So we want to have good balance. Shoulder width apart, right foot just in front of the left. Again, if I'm left-handed, I want the left foot just in front. Okay, just a little bit. All right? So balance. Eyes. When I'm shooting the basketball, my eyes are on my target. It's just like if I'm playing any other sport. If I'm throwing a ball, I'm always looking at what I'm throwing at. Here I'm looking at what I'm shooting at, which hopefully for us is the rim. All right, that's the most important part. My eyes are on the rim. And when I shoot it right at it. My eyes are on the target. Hopefully it looks a little better than that. Okay? Eyes are right on the target. Elbow. All right? My elbow. If I'm shooting the ball, okay, my hand sits right on my fingers. Okay? There is a pocket right here you should have. It's called I call it the shooting pocket. I had a great coach teach me that one time. Still talk about him today. All right? But my hand sits right here. My elbow is straight up and down. Now, I want to pretend like it's in an L, okay? That way it's bounced. But if I'm in a real game situation, I'm not going to stop and just look at my arm, okay? But when I shoot the ball, okay, I put the ball back. My hand's bent back. The basketball's sitting on my fingers. The elbow's bent. It's not off to the side so it don't roll off, all right? It's not here. It's not all the way back here, okay? I want that elbow cocked into a position to where the ball sits smart or just right on my hand. Okay? So I've got my balance, my eyes are on the target, my elbow. The last one is F, which is follow through. I'm going to pretend like I'm reaching up, and that's a cookie jar. I'm going to get a cookie out of the jar. I'm going to lay my hands right over the rim, or at least pretend like it. So when I follow through, I get a good follow through. Now, if someone's watching me, because I don't want to watch the basketball when I shoot, my eyes should be on the rim, okay? But if someone's watching me and I have really good follow through, you'll see backspin on the ball, okay? Backspin on the ball. So when I follow through, the ball spins, and it spins backwards, okay? You can see it a little bit, okay? So when I go through, follow through, right into the rim, okay? Awesome. All right. Feel free. I will give you my email address and our Twitter account at TCHSGBB. All right. It's one of our favorite things that we're going to use for this. But feel free to ask questions. Message. Okay? For drills that help with this, we're working just on form. All right. Again, we work closer to the basket. That's where good shooters start. Okay? All right. As I'm younger, I'm really working. If you have a goal at home that you can lower, that's great. Okay, get it to where you can get it to above the rim. Okay, an 8-foot goal is a great thing. As you get older, you get to 10 foot. All right, but I go right in front of the rim. I get my balance just right. Okay, I'm not jumping here. I'm just working on bend and laying my fingers over the rim. Just working form. Okay, all right, that's the first drill we use. As we get older. Okay, so some of you older ones, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, do the same thing, but now you got to work a jump shot into it. Okay, work back to 15 feet. Okay, those of you that are judging my shot, judge that one. Okay, don't judge the last one. All right, so those are a couple of drills. All right, now last thing we're going to work with is footwork. Okay, because when my footwork, again, balance, eyes, elbow, follow through, beef. All right, the last one is I want my feet pointing right at the basket, okay? So as I square myself up, I'm turned. My shoulders are squared with the basket, and I can shoot, get my form. One drill that we really do with our older kids, our high school kids, is something called spin outs, where I throw the ball in front. Here I'm trying to plant my left foot, turn, in my shot, okay? I'll move the camera here just a little bit so you can maybe see the footwork of this. That might be a little better. All right. Again, spin, working my foot, turn, into my shot. Trying to make some shots, okay? All right, just a little bit of a change for that. All right. All right, last thing we work on is layups. Okay, so we're going to talk more about this on the next video. All right, layups are great. You can still use the balanced eyes, but sometimes you can do working right and left hand. All right, it's very important that you can be able to use both right and left. Okay, right and left. Okay, so when I'm shooting a layup on the right side, I'm coming in. I'm going to plant my inside foot. And I pretend like there's a string attached from my elbow to my knee on that right side. There. So it's this. Camera fell. Okay. Gotta love virtual technology. So, sorry about that. So as I go up, there. Okay. Same thing on the left side. If you're right-handed, you need to be able to shoot the ball left-handed. All right. Again, if you're younger, all right, this will be harder. A smaller goal is a great way to start. Okay, but the earlier you learn to use both hands, the better it's going to be. Okay? Again, right hand layup, elbow is here, same thing, right, up. Okay, as I go in, left, up. All right? All right. Shooting form. Again, just to review, balance, eyes, elbow, follow through. Balance, eyes, elbow, follow through. All right, my feet are lined up with the basket. Okay, so as I get older, I'm working spin outs into my shot. Okay, layups. All right, I want to be balanced here. up, when I shoot a layup, I'm aiming for that white square up there. Okay, I want to hit the square. Boom, up. All right. When I shoot, I can use that square for bank shots. If I scoot off to the left, just there, or right side, you can shoot that. Okay? Same thing. Balance, eyes, elbow, follow through. All right? That's it for today. Take some pictures of yourself, video yourself, watch yourself, okay? And then
hello again, Trojan.
We'll send them
part
out,
of our
put them
first
out
day
and see
with
you
shooting.
putting your work in this
Want to
summer.
talk about a few
All right?
drills that we do.
One more thing before we
I've
go.
showed
School's
already
about to start.
around the
We
world
hope
that
that
we
you have
like
a great
to do
school
in
year.
practice,
All right?
which is something
Whatever
that you can do on your own
whatever
goal
you're doing
at home.
here
For those
at
of you that
school,
may not have
all right,
a goal
be
at home,
safe.
which is certainly
We're excited to
possible.
see you, and we hope to see
Certainly
you
if
in
you
our
can get to a
gym
park, it's a
this
great
winter,
place.
watching
But,
Lady Trojan basketball.
sometimes you can just
have a
be
great day.
sitting in the house, laying in bed, and there are some shooting drills that you can do to work on your form. Okay, one of them is if you got a place in your house that has a wall, all right, and you're not going to damage anything. That's important. Okay, but here we do things where we pick a spot on the wall and we work on form. Okay, so I'm working on that form. I'm laying my hand over. All right, I'm shooting the ball. All right, I'm shooting the ball. One thing I didn't talk about was this with one hand. Okay, one hand. I'm using my strong hand. My right hand shoots. My other hand's a guide. It's not a two-handed shot. It's not this. That's not what we want. We want to lay our fingers, follow through. Same thing. So that's one that we do, that you can do in the house. Sitting here, lay on the ground. All right, and just sit there and try to flip it. You're working your form. Obviously, you're looking at the backspin of the ball. If you're getting backspin of the ball, that's fine. All right, that's good. That means you're flipping, you're getting good follow through. One thing that's going to be difficult here is your elbow. Okay, obviously the elbow is going to be facing down, but you can still get the ball in the right position on your fingers. Working on this, just working form. All right, if you throw one away like I just did and had to go back here, then you're a little bit off. So you want to make sure your eyes are working that. Okay, that's another one that we can do. So here, right under the gym, right under the rim, working form, trying to lay my fingers over the rim. All right, and I'll take it down here a little bit. Okay, so I'm working here, right over the rim. Okay, all right, not doing a very good job right now. I'm hitting the wrong spot. Okay, but as I get more, working a little bit out. Okay, some of you will need to jump, and that's good. You need to jump. Okay, that's why they call it a jump shot. Okay, the further out you get, the more of a jump shot it's going to be. Okay, here you can probably jump if you need to, but you're probably going to be able to lay your fingers right over the rim. Working out, jump, work out a little further. Okay, I wouldn't go past 15 feet to start. Good evening, this is Coach Bales. Wanted to take some time and show a couple drills that you can do to work on your shooting each day. All right, we at the varsity level, we want to try to put up as many shots as possible. This summer we had a 3,000 shot challenge for the month of June. All right, obviously there's a lot of different schools that's been doing different things. You can see everybody, but the biggest thing is that good basketball players keep working at it. Okay, so for shooting, and great shooters is no different. One of the things we work on is something that we're looking around the world. So when we work shots, this is great. You can do it by yourself, where you have to rebound your own basketball. Okay, or if you have someone that's working with you. Okay, just working shots. Okay, all the way around. You start in one corner. You got to make so many. Keep shooting. Hopefully you make a couple. For the sake of time, I'm going to make one each spot here. Working from the wing all the way around. Try to hide here. Again, good shooters are made closer to the basket. As you get older, okay, you can start extending your range a little bit. But